Yes, okay. So today we're going to talk about when nothing goes according to plan, right? So I always wanted to be a beauty queen, always, when I was a young child. I worked hard. I achieved what I wanted, and I wanted to change the world and make it a better place. Said every beauty queen ever, right? Any beauty queen you hear, she says the same thing. I want to change the world. I want to make it a beautiful place. Let's see what's beneath the surface, right? Like our theme today. So, at the age of 15, actually, I left Kuwait because I felt like I have to do something big. I know I want to do something big. I didn't know what it was. I had nobody in Bombay, but I just left home and, let's see what happens. So I came here to Mumbai to become, just like most of you, a doctor. Okay? So I put 2 years of a lot of focus into studying medicine and all that, and the point came when I had to give my examination. I realized that this is not what I want. This is what my parents wanted out of me. So I was just people-pleasing my parents, and thankfully I realized that, and I quit. Then I joined management, and then I started another business in Bombay, which also flopped, so I quit. Then I also worked as an assistant director in another state for a film in a language I don't even know how to talk. Again, failed. And a lot of people think that, this is a failure, she's quitting all the time. But for me, it was like my own personal MBA. Like, Masters of Balancing Assets and Liabilities. Like you can say, like in Hindi we say, jugaad. So that's where I learned my jugaad. So how did pageantry come to me? Pageantry actually came to me through a roommate of mine who told me that you give me Sushmita Sen vibes. And I was so excited, like, wow. After years, I realized that she says this to every second person. Okay? But I took it seriously. I was like, yes, main banungi, And I got so obsessed with it. And I looked at myself like that. I could not associate with anything else. So this is where it landed me to my first reality check. So I went to meet the scout of Miss India, a management student, so I didn't know what they were, so I wore just a dress which I had, some makeup, mismatched heels, and I went to meet the scout. So the scout, he made me wait for 1 hour that day, 3 hours actually, he made me wait. And the moment he came, he looked at me from top to bottom and he said, no. It's going to take you 8 years to become, Miss India or something like that. And he said, it's because of your hair. No, it's because of your shoes. And then he said, no, it's because of your love handles. And it didn't affect me, guys. It didn't affect me. I was shattered. I was so broken. You know why? Because when you're at that age, right, when you're young, you associate your self-esteem with the way you look, the way people look at you, what you have achieved, your education and all that, which is a very, very dangerous thing. There is something that comes with the burden of having a dream. When nobody can understand what your vision in life is, nobody can understand what you really want, you're mostly on your own. And that's when you have to be your greatest cheerleader. Because even when I decided this is nobody in my family understood what I was doing. So I was left by myself to earn the kind of money so that I could be there, which is not easy actually, because pageantry is actually very expensive. But I had grace from God that, I kind of made it to this platform somehow through the work that I had done. So, the reason I joined pageantry was to talk about things that I really love, that I'm really passionate about. I'm from a farmer's community. My grandparents have been farming. And I felt that at that time, during those years, there was a lot of things that farmers went through. To voice about their concerns, to talk about the children over there that were suffering. But the problem was that I myself had a serious speech impediment. A speech impediment where you cannot pronounce LRST, okay? So I went to visit some doctors over there to tell me, like how can I correct my speech and all that. So they said, this is not going to happen. You're born with it and you have to stick with, this is something that happens throughout life, and maybe in the next 10 years, if you practice regularly, it will change. And I said, no. I practiced, re-recorded myself, and within 4 months, I didn't have a speech impediment anymore. And I feel the reason for that was, that's very sweet, thank you. I feel the reason for that is that I was so passionate to tell my story, to share and to express myself with the audience, that you get so into that you forget all the other things. Passion does that to people. Let the voice inside your head get stronger when the noise outside is louder. So that night I gave a speech, and that did touch a lot of people. Good, no? This is the end. I made it, right? No! That same year, COVID happened. And it was a very sad year for not only me, everybody on earth. We lost so many people. A lot of people lost jobs and people were struggling. And that time I was asking myself all this, okay, but what is the significance of that? But I realized just after a few months, the platform of Miss Diva gave me an opportunity to raise funds for the charities that I was associated with, for the farmers that were in Buldana in Maharashtra when nobody else could reach them. So sometimes we do things and we feel like, oh, what's the significance of this? Why am I doing this? It's so insignificant. Nothing comes out of it. But every small thing that you do, whether people agree to it or not, it forms a bigger picture and it helps people in large, because we live in a society, we don't live individually, right? So, but the most important thing during COVID I learned, have you ever done that? We always wait. We are always waiting to finish our studies, we are waiting for children to be born, we are waiting for our report card to come. People keep on waiting in the bus stop. But the question is, and we are born in this generation where everything is, 2-minute instant noodles, you get everything in your hand. Zomato comes and gives you everything in your hand. But waiting is so beautiful because there are so many people. It takes a lot of years to do great work. Like if you have J.K. Rowling, you have so many names that have worked for so long to get what they want. But the question is, how do you wait? Do you lie around? Do you just mindlessly go about your life? Or do you keep learning and empowering yourself, motivating yourself to achieve what you want? Because sometimes we get so disheartened when we don't get things at that same moment. To be able to cheerlead yourself and to motivate yourself will always pay. Trust me. So after this, after 1 year of meeting, Miss Universe finally announced that, okay, we are having the pageant, okay, in Florida. I was so happy. Okay, 1.5 years of waiting is done. Now finally I can go and do what I wanted to do. It can't go wrong, right? It can't get worse than this, right? COVID 2.0, April 20, just when I had to leave the country. What happened? The entire country was shut down, the borders were shut down, and this time better, I got COVID. So that then they agreed that they're going to send somebody else in my position because I couldn't make it, I was down with COVID. And I felt this is so unfair, this is really unfair. I've worked so hard for 1.5 years of my life, just gone for this, and now they're going to send somebody else. So what do you do in life when it's just so unfair? You accept. You accept that life is unfair, and sometimes efforts don't equal to the result that you get, right? And the moment you accept that, and you go on no matter what, miracles do happen in your life. So even after everything got shut down, the borders were shut down, I hopped on the last flight to America. And after I reached there, I thought, okay, fine. I felt like I was in square one again, because there was nobody around me. Obviously, people were cheering for me, but there was nobody to support me over there. And I was really struggling with COVID. For a lot of people who went through COVID, you would know that the after effects of it is it makes you very tired, you're not able to do anything. But I think the whole waiting thing that I had done for 1 year and worked really hard to it really helped me during that time, because I was so, like, it was a body memory of what I had to do that really, really helped me. So when they announced that, India's 1/3 runner-up at Miss Universe, and somebody told me that it was after 21 years after Lara Datta, I was actually shocked. I couldn't believe it after everything that I went through. And just to be a girl who came from Kuwait to her country and to do this for her country was such a big honor. I mean, like, this platform gave me so much. I met so many great people who taught me a lot, and I was able to do so much with this platform. I cannot imagine what else that could be a greater gift than this. So sometimes when you're really struggling, a lot of people, when you have like a dream and you're really trying hard, it's been years and years, trust me, your day will come, and when it does come, it will be grand. So is this the end of me? No, I have many dreams. I have dreams for when I'm 60 and when I'm 70. And as I go through this noble pursuit of following my dreams, I wish each and every one of you here a lot of love and success in your life's journey, one dream at a time. Thank you.